Hello guys, in this video we are going to study the next paragraph of NCERT, that is mechanism of breathing. So let's begin. Breathing involves two stages, that is inspiration and expiration. During inspiration the atmospheric air is drawn in and during expiration the alveolar air is released out. Both this process is carried out by creating a pressure gradient between the lung and the atmosphere. So, because air always moves from a higher pressure to a lower pressure. So, during inspiration, the intrapulmonary pressure, that is the pressure inside the lung, becomes less than atmospheric pressure. So, there is a negative pressure inside the lung which sucks the atmospheric air inside the lung. And during expiration, the intrapulmonary pressure is more than the atmospheric pressure. So there is a positive pressure inside the lung which allows the air to escape out of the lung. So examiner can easily confuse with these terminologies, that positive and negative. So be careful. While studying, these terminologies seem easy, but when the examiner mix these things in four options, we get easily trapped. So be careful. Moving ahead, now we will study the muscles used in normal breathing. So let's begin. Inspiration is an active process, whereas expiration is a passive process. Now, what we understand by the term active and passive? Active means energy consuming, in which body has to do something, and the passive which does not consume energy. So during inspiration, there occurs active contraction of the muscles of inspiration, that is diaphragm and the external intercostal muscle. Whereas during normal expiration, it occurs by just by relaxation of muscles of inspiration. So let us first study about the muscles of inspiration, that is diaphragm and the external intercostal muscle. Diaphragm is a dome-shaped structure. When it contracts, it flattens and it increases the volume of thoracic cavity in antero-posterior axis. Whereas the external intercostal muscle, when it contracts, it lifts the ribs and the sternum and increase the volume of thoracic cavity in dorsoventral axis. So as we know that any change in the volume of thoracic chamber is directly reflected over the volume of the lungs. So when diaphragm and external intercostal muscles contract, they increase the volume of thoracic cavity, which is directly related to the directly increase the volume of pulmonary cavity. And as we know, the volume is inversely proportional to the pressure. So whenever the volume increases, the pressure of that area decreases. So this will lead to decrease in the intrapulmonary pressure lower than the atmospheric pressure. So air moves inside, that is inspiration occurs. Okay. Whereas during expiration, which occurs just by relaxation of muscles of expiration, so it will lead to decrease the volume of thoracic cavity and increase the pulmonary pressure above the atmospheric pressure, leading to the expulsion of air. So everything is clear up till now, and now we can increase the strength of respiration, that is inspiration and expiration, with the help of additional muscles in the abdomen and neck, which are known as accessory muscles of respiration. Okay, another point which is worth noting is that the internal intercostal muscle is a muscle of expiration and the external intercostal muscle is a muscle of inspiration. So external is for inspiration and internal is for expiration. These terminologies are easily confused by the students. Another last 2 points which are very important from the MCQ point of view, that is on an average the respiratory rate is 12 to 16 times per minute, and the instrument used for assessing the pulmonary function is spirometer. So this is about the paragraph mechanism of breathing. If you like my video, kindly like, share and subscribe my